Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. I hope all my students are having good health. So today I am going to discuss SLO number 1.1.2 of Physics Grade 9, and this SLO has been taken from the Khan University Examination Board syllabus for the year 2023 and 24. Explain with examples that science is based on physical quantities. So dear students, by the end of this lesson you will be able to recognize physical quantity, exemplify physical quantities from daily life experiences, and explain that a physical quantity requires its numerical value and a unit. So this SLO explain with examples that science is based on physical quantity. So this SLO has these three objectives. So after this lesson you will be able to recognize, exemplify and explain. Okay, let us move toward the lecture. Okay, before going for the lecture, going for the discussion, let me discuss the command words which have been used in the SLO. So you know about the command words. So the recognize, exemplify and explain. These are the three command words which have been used inside the objectives or inside the SLOs. So let us discuss these words first so that it will be easy for you to know the nature of the SLO or the scope of the SLO. Dear students, if the command word is recognize, so what you have to do with that SLO? So recognize means to acknowledge the existence or validity of a claim or a situation by extracting or connecting information. So remember one thing, that this recognize, this is used in syllabi but not in examination questions. So I haven't seen this recognize in the question of AQB examination. Okay, so I will also share the previous papers with you, so you will be able to know that this recognize is not used in the examination question. Then exemplify. So if in the SLO it is given the command word is exemplify, so what you have to do? So you have to clarify a concept using appropriate and relevant examples. And the last one is explain. So if it is asking to explain a concept, so you have to give a detailed account of ideas or situations, problems or process with relevant supporting information. So this supporting information may include data, facts, examples, graphs, etc. So these three command words which are very important to know before going for the SLO. Okay, so I'm going toward the topic or the main SLO of today's lecture, which is about physical quantity. So as you know about quantity, that amount of anything in our daily life, it is known as quantity. But what is physical quantity? So if you are talking about physics deals with the measurement of physical quantities, and a quantity that is measurable is called a physical quantity. So how can you define a physical quantity? Those quantities that are measurable, means that can be measured using any appropriate instruments, they are known as physical quantity. And examples of physical quantities are the room temperature, the volume of a block of the wood, the speed of a car, the pressure of a gas, the weight of a person, etc. So these are different examples of a physical quantity. So in short, simply you can say that quantity that is measurable is called physical quantity. And those quantities which cannot be measured are non-physical quantities. So in our daily life we are also dealing with such quantities which cannot be measured using any instrument, so they are non-physical quantities. For example, love of a father, fear of a test, beauty of a mountain are non-physical in nature. Feelings, emotions, all these are non-physical quantities because they cannot be measured using an instrument. So this is all about physical quantity. And now in this diagram, if we are talking about mass, just look here, and the person is just finding his mass here, looking for his mass there. So I think he has got a huge mass here. So then we have ending time here. So just look at the person here standing, his just checking his watch. So time, which means that time is a physical quantity as it can be measured by the watch. Then temperature of a student, and the nurse is standing along with the student checking the temperature. So the temperature, body temperature, so it is a measurable quantity, therefore temperature is also a physical quantity. Some more examples of physical quantities are length, force, and density. Since we have a huge number of physical quantities in our daily life, so it is useless for me as well as for you to discuss all the examples of physical quantities in a single lecture. So you should think about physical quantities and non-physical quantities in your daily life. So just keeping one thing in your mind, that physical quantities are measurable, they can be measured by instrument, and non-physical quantities are non-measurable, they cannot be measured by different instruments. Now this is also the part of this law, unit of a physical quantity. This is very important, and I need your complete attention toward the lecture. Every physical quantity is expressed as a numerical value in a particular unit of measurement. So this means that every physical quantity is expressed as a numerical value and a unit of measurement. So there are two main parts of a physical quantity. For example, if we are talking about this example here, length of a meter rule is equal to 100 centimeter. Just look here, what is length? Is a physical quantity. And if we are talking about this 100 is a numerical value, and this centimeter, cm, is the unit of measurement. So it is clear from this example that a physical quantity can be expressed as a numerical value and in a particular unit of measurement. So to recognize, to understand the concept of a physical quantity, we should include numerical value as well as unit of measurement. For example, length of a meter rule is equal to 100. If we say that length of meter rule is equal to 100, so we didn't communicate in a good manner, in a complete manner. How? We just discussed the length of a meter rule is equal to 100. So this message is not clear, this instruction is not clear, this is not complete sentence. So if we are saying centimeter, then the person will know that the length of this meter rule is 100 centimeter. So this centimeter, cm, is the unit of measurement which is used for the identification of the physical quantity, that which type of physical quantity we are having. So the unit is a standardized amount of a physical quantity, and there are many different units. A particular quantity may be written in different units based on the cultural background of the community. So this, you all know that the cultural background of the community, we are using all these things. For example, we are for the measurement of the length we are using our hands, and for the measurement of time we are using the shadows, we are using just the position of the sun. All these are based on the cultural background of the community. And here I'm going to discuss few examples. For example, mass is a physical quantity. Why? because it can be measured. It can be measured using balance, electronic balance. If we are talking about other, how we have a different balance, we have digital balance, so they are used to find the mass. So the unit or the units which we are using for mass: grams, kilograms, tons, pounds, ounces. So for length, inch, feet, miles, meters; time, seconds, minutes, day, hour, and month. Week is also there. Year you can also discuss as a unit of time here. So this is all about unit of a physical quantity. Simply you can summarize this as that every physical quantity can be expressed as a numerical value in a particular unit of measurement. Okay, so thank you for watching and stay with us for more updates, and I hope this lecture will provide you enough information related to physical quantities for not only grade 9 but for higher grades as well. Thank you so much.